Oh, the team LeBron great. Oh shit. It better be the damn jerseys. The hell?
Let's start creating your look. If you haven't already done, your hairstyle says a lot about your look. Let's choose yours. Beard, scruff, or clean shaven, your path to facial hair greatness starts here. Let's complete your player info. Your background sets the stage for who you are, both on and off the court. Now it's time to decide what kind of player you want to be. First, let's choose your player type: guard, wing, or big. Now, let's define your style of play. This will determine the impact you have on the court.
trouble. When you're on the bottom, you never want to panic. Just take your time.
Now,
Panic,
it's time to choose your player's height and weight. Every choice you make here will affect your player's physical capabilities,
I'm alive.
both good and bad.
Moses is alive.
So choose wisely before you lock in.
Look at that sweep. Look at that reversal. I'm a fighter. I'm fighting. Moses is on top now. Let's go. I've got heart. What can I say? That was a close call. I was almost done, too. I got to go for the win. I'm going to go for the submission. Here we go. Let's see what his submission defense is looking like. I like the speed so far. I think I can do it. Level 2. We're working on it. It's only a 4-level submission. Yes. Almost there. Ah. So close yet so far. I don't like that I'm in the second round and I didn't finish it. The streak. Ooh. A mean uppercut. Survive. Fight, Moses. Fight. Yes. I fought. I'm back to normal. Just got to stay away. Let that head come back before I strike again. I'm blocking. I'm in trouble. Does he have ground moves? Let's see.
Amy loves retweeting things online. So, she tried Tostitos hint of jalapeno chips.
These Tostitos are amazing. Sarah says these Tostitos are amazing.
Thanks for sharing, Amy. Tostitos, bring the party.
Or maybe he's terrified. Oh no, what you doing? Get over there. You ain't going over there. Okay, he denied me. So he's pretty decent here. Let's see what he's gonna do next. I'm okay. Stay like this. Okay, he wants to get up. He knows the rules. He knows he can't bang down there. He knows what he's dealing with. Oh, that's a nice kick. I stunned him a little bit. Maybe I should just work on the legs. Work on those legs a little more. I don't want to leave to the judges. You never want to do that. You want to put the fate in your hands. I've got to fight with a sense of urgency. I've got to go for the finish. It's got to be a submission. I should have drained the stamina before I went for the submission because I was on top. I should have just waited and gone for big spinning back fist again. So I'm definitely going to be winning this round on points. If I can keep this up, I'm blocking shots. I'm delivering shots. Big leg to the body. It might be even right now. Okay, maybe he's leading. He might be leading. Okay, I got to finish. Because I think he's going to outbox me here in this third and final round. So I'm going to have to get him down. I'm going to have to submit this guy. I blocked that. Going for the leg. That's good defense. See, I don't know how he did that. His leg was occupied, and he was still able to do that. And now we just add
I really don't. I don't know why I created this player.
And this move is faster. See, last time he blocked that, that's why I went that way. That's faster, that's harder to block. You're staying here, you're in trouble. Don't do anything stupid. All I gotta do is reverse this and I'm good. I'm going backside. I'm going. He blocked it. Switch, flip it. I can't believe I gave up the top mount again. Wow, that is embarrassing. Moses getting beasted.
I'm gonna work on my hybrid wing.
Go. Woo, look how quick Moses is. We're going to the backside. Like a boss. I've got 2 minutes to finish this off. There's no way I won this round. And the second round was a little too close, so we have to finish. Finishing is the way. Nah, I'm not allowing that. I've got his back. Let's do it. I drained the stamina. Rear naked choke. Gonna put him to sleep, Moses. For the win, I've got to go 5 gates, though, because I don't have a gold rear naked choke. We got to go 5 levels. Left, right, cheese. We're on to the 3rd level. Go. Stop. Yes. Keep it going. I think I got it. Suck on cheese. Oh, my gosh. Wow, so close. A few more seconds. I'm letting it fly to end the round. Look, we're both letting it fly. We're trying to get those strikes. What's the decision? Nobody wants a decision.
For the winner by unanimous decision, the Knights and Vice-Admirals will win by way of decision.
That was a close fight. It was 29-28. He won a round and I won 2.
Oh. All right. So yeah, guys, if you hear about MLB, that's what I'm trying to look up because that's what I'm getting. So
Welcome to live stream number 2. This is the Little Things live stream. Alright.
now I played some of this soon. I just haven't played it in a while.
You're just blowing like friends. You just blowing. Don't have a last name. So before we get started, we will have another Twitch stream giveaway at 2:50 p.m. We'll give away keywords, and then at 3 we'll do the sweepstakes.
The question is that they're live streaming right now. That's what I want to know.
No purchase necessary. Win. And remember, we'll never ask you for your password. Never give that out. So, let's talk about it. Batting stance creator. Lauren, tell us about it.
Well, let's hear it for getting one of the most requested features in
Into
our
the game.
game.
Yeah.
Batting stance creator. Well, we
Let's
all.
show the game. Talk to us about it. So I'm gonna create a stance while he's
All right. Well, we know that you guys all love full control of your customization options in the game, and this feature will give it to you. Whether it's creating the most outrageous road of the show stance for your character, or adjusting an existing batting stance for a player that changes stance over the off season, you can do that in this feature. Sorry. So our lead programmer Ton was able to take the most important parts of the batting stance, like the hands and the hips and the elbows and the feet, and he was able to give the user the ability to edit each one of them. So from there, we just kept testing it for collision problems, and this is what we have. And so while we were testing, I talked with Steve over here to come up with some sort of user interface for this feature, and this is what he came up with.
Everybody, it's easy just to move the joystick as the control instead of using D-pad. So it's right there. It's right on the model. You get real-time input. You get to move as you. It's very one-to-one. Especially you saw as you were going through.
Fuck,
Right there,
it's
error
all
messages.
goddamn.
So we autocorrect
gonna be
and bring it back
annoying
down
ass
to
man.
a clamped area. So you can't do anything that would hurt your experience in playing and what visually what it would look like. So we try to protect you there. But you can get that nasty front leg out there like that. Big kick right there.
Let's go.
Yeah. And then another thing, when you're going in, we got over 1,200 veteran stances to choose from this year, so we'll be able to edit them as you like, create your own. And the cool part is all these, right here, as you got on the screen, you hit the R2, you're able to go into your seat. So you don't have to back out to find these all right there. You can just that's what you see all set. And all the numbers are displayed, so actually you can share it out with each other. You can post your batting stance videos, share the values out with everyone, and they can recreate yours if you like. So it's a nice.
This is gonna be.
Alright, so we won't spend too much longer time. So before we get out of batting stance creator, y'all, some people notice this. The fingers on the back actually move now, and there are 10 different sets of animations for that. So a little thing that we snuck in there. So before Lauren leaves, actually while Lauren leaves, we got some animations. So again, thank you, Lauren, for joining us. Lauren's going to say bye-bye because he's got to get back to work. Kyle Saul is going to join us. So for MLB The Show 18, there are 93 new batting stances. There are 190 redone batting stances. We have 40 new pitching motions, 70 redone pitching motions. We have 21 new legend stances. We have 10 new legend pitching motions. We have 10 new outfield celebration animations. We have 30 new generic medium and high intensity home run celebrations. Some of those are they're pretty sick.
They were fun to
They're
make.
pretty sick.
They were
We have
fun to make,
25 new home run swings for real MLB players, 18 new generic home plate celebration sequences after you hit a home run, and to round off the list, 20
24 new generic home run celebrations in the dugout. So now, Kyle Saw has joined us. Kyle, what are you going to talk about?
New throwback. Pretty excited that we got in.
Let you drive. Talk to us, Kyle. What are we looking at?
We are looking at 19 new uniform throwback that in. All right, here we go. So let's start from here. Boston, 1931, and we probed all of the different areas, Show Nation, Off Sports, Reddit. I mean, you guys have a love for uniforms, and we did our best to try to make sure that we added in ones that were very, very highly requested. So we got an old Red Sox one there. Whoa, what is this? What is this?
I think we teased this in the first gameplay trailer.
Well, this is one of our 3 new Legend teams. This one here is the Long Ball Beast, and this will feature guys from the 90s to 2000s, and pretty excited about getting this together. There's a lot of talk in the office about, you want to see Ruth versus Robinson against Griffey, and now we get to see these matchups, and here we go, the expansion era boomers. So these are your 70s and 80s players, a little wild, a little crazy.
This would be where I'd sit.
Yeah,
That's where you're totally fit.
Perfect fit for you. And then we got the mid-century groundbreakers, and these
This is
are
my favorite.
Yeah,
This is my favorite.
This will consist of our really early guys, 40s, 50s, 60s, and it's a pretty awesome thing to add in. We can see who constructs the best legend team. What legends are really the best?
Not go in here. We will not go in everything.
All right.
Let's see some more of these
Let's see some more of these throwbacks.
Let's see
All
some
right,
more of
so
these
we got a new Blue Jays throwbacks from '92. Just their first World Series win. Here we go. Both home and away. So that's pretty cool.
I get nightmares seeing that being a Braves fan.
But all right, Indians, and now this is one of my personal favorites. Some of my favorite players, Jake Taylor, Ricky the Wild Thing Bond.
I'm lagging, bruh.
And so,
Oh my
you gotta
god.
have these in here.
Yes.
You gotta want to play with us.
As if you're talking about a movie. Right?
Maybe.
That's reality.
So there they are, and we got a few new Angels from 1975 and 1994. Also, George Cup, another great movie. Pretty cool to see those in there. Play with some of your favorite teams there.
And how many total new?
We have 19
What's
new
up, bro?
plus the three legend teams.
Wow.
Let's see. You know what, Ron? Would you mind just taking us to Washington?
How did I miss that? That's, oh my god. Didn't know the layups, bro. Like the layups that you try to switch over, you can't really do nothing about it. But I'm working on my new players.
Dodgers, 1994. Oh, whoa.
Oh.
So when you play with Vlad, he's got that Expo uniform on. You can't get Vlad in there without showing off those Expos.
Done.
And they also, their away is the really, 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 really nice blue. Those are awesome. So to get back to it, the Dodgers, 1994, powder blue. Those are some pretty good looking uniforms. Yeah, they wore those when they were away. Night, very interesting. Very nice sheen to it. Yeah.
1944.
1944. All right, we got Arizona 2007.
Arizona 2007.
I mean, we had all of their other uniforms in here,
got like 50
so why not add another one? And the really cool thing about this is we added 19 new, but we didn't have to get rid of any of the old ones. We were able to keep those and just add in a bunch of new ones. So that was really awesome because, a lot of people are fans of the ones we already have, so, it would be a bummer to have to get rid of the ones we already have. One of my favorite ones, St. Louis, 1927.
St. Louis.
So they won the World Series in 1926, and they had the gall to put world champions on their uniform. I thought that was pretty cool.
Sometimes.
It's like right there, look at that. They won it in 26, so they're like, hey,
when you have it, when you got it,
let's just throw world champions on there.
Hey, it ain't tricking if you
Yeah,
got it.
that's pretty
Word.
funny.
We got some Cincinnati throwbacks from 75 and 47. 75 is when they were World Series winners, right around the Big Red Machine time. Bench, Tony Perez, Joe Morgan. So we had to get those in there. A lot of people requesting, Big Red Machine uniforms. We also Pitt from 1966 with Stargell and Roberto Clemente.
Ooh, those are some sick.
Very cool.
Nice.
Yeah, there's also, 94. Pitt 94 is
Pitt
still new.
94.
Maybe not the best team, but the uniforms were pretty cool. A little Bonds-esque as well.
Yeah.
Chicago 1929.
Chicago.
Year they lost in the World Series. We also tried to pick uniforms when, that team maybe went to the World Series, won the World Series, put that they were world champions on their uniform, just to, add it in. There you go, right there with their first little Cub logo in there. And, as an ode to Lauren and the Astros, we added in the 2002 with Bagwell, Biggio, Berkman, Oswald. So, yeah, we're pretty excited to get these 19 in. Some really cool and interesting ones in there, as well as, the three legend and uniforms, which we'll show you guys those a little bit later.
Which one? What year was it?
2002.
There we go.
Yeah. I mean, when you see that, you think Biggio, Bagwell, so.
And notice,
There's a beard.
That happened 2 days ago, Lauren? This morning. That happened this morning.
Just this morning.
He got a beard this morning.
Forget the 5 o'clock shadow. We got 9 a.m. beard here.
Let's see, what other ones did we talk about? Philly 1949.
Philly, 1949. Schaefer, stand up.
Throw out to Matt.
Schaefer, stand up. 1949 Phillies.
Pretty fresh.
Take a
A little
seat
bit.
here.
Let's see. Detroit 1946.
Tigers. 1946.
Yeah. I mean, Detroit always keeps it very classic. Their D is pretty much the only thing that changes, but those Tigers fans want all of the different. I'm not gonna. All the different teams.
What is up with my meter, bro? This whole game, man.
And yeah, I think that's all of them. I'm gonna read through all of them.
I gotta get away from this team, bro.
I think we're gonna tag you out.
My jeez.
And we're gonna tag in who's joining us. Stephen Haas is going to join us. Woo! So while Stephen is getting queued up, Shafe, let's go to this first image. We're gonna talk about stadiums a little bit.
A lot of good work done.
So major
Okay,
corporate
run,
major
because
corporate sponsors joined the show. Nike. You can find a few of these sponsorships around the stadium. There's 2 or 3 of these in every MLB stadium. So that was one of the things that we tried to add. Let's go to the next image, Matthew. Bleachers. We got bleachers and we've got bench seating. So now Yankee Stadium, Wrigley Field, Los Angeles Dodger Stadium, PNC Park, Great American Ballpark, and a few more. So we're gonna slide down. We finally got bleachers. That should make a lot of people happy. We also have Babe Ruth plaque in Memorial Park. That's inside Yankee Stadium. We also have the judges' chambers, which you guys have seen as well. Let's go to the next image. And Steven's on the couch. What's up, Steven?
Theory just right over.
It's just
Stephen Haas.
Stephen Haas.
I don't think I'm a fan favorite anymore. At least
You're not.
Number three. So we are looking at the Chop House. So this is the Chop House that is in Atlanta. So these
right field here.
right field. So we added a few real life destinations. So we have the Chop House. We have the Hit It Here Cafe in Seattle. And let's go to the next image, Mr. Schaefer. Ooh, this is a minor league stadium. This is Flax Mountain. So for every single minor league stadium in the game, the stadium team went and they redid the entire backdrop for all of the stadiums. If you played any other MLB The Show, all of these were 2-inch stripes, down to the images.
Yeah, I gotta leave, bro. This is crazy. I'm lagging every game, and it's just,
We added the new Jumbotron in San Diego. Unfortunately, I know you guys really want the new Jumbotron in Colorado. It got put in too late. It's not something we could get done, but you should I think there's a good chance you'll see that in MLB The Show 19.
It looks cool though.
It looks
the
nice.
whole Rockies.
Yeah, the Jumbotron,
outline mountain,
the
purple,
Jumbotron
awesome.
looks insane. So I think that's it for the stadium updates. And Mr. Kyle Saul, I think that's it for you.
pleasure.
Thank you so much.
Be here.
Later. We're playing chair roulette.
Yeah.
And here's another
Just slide
image
down.
of some of the backdrops.
Yeah, what I love about this is no matter what batting camera you use, and I'll be at the show, there's always something new to see. So if you're using that fisheye view, you can get that better foul pole to foul pole kind of line, even if it's not the best for your swing and everything. But you'll see something new in all these spring training, or not spring training, minor
All
league
of our
stadiums.
minor league stadiums.
Yeah,
So now,
that's cool.
as Schaefer makes his way over, we're going to talk about a brand new feature that we haven't even revealed. I think we may have put it in the slide
Yeah, it's on the slide.
once he decides to join us.
Yeah, and so, I mean, we're in the little things stream. We're just going over, we're kind of jumping around all over the game, all the things that, we think you'd be interested in that may not really fit within a mode specific,
Or the 2-minute GameStop Monday trailer.
right? Or that.
Not everything can
So, we're eventually going to get to, like, the presentation, the commentary,
Yeah,
road to the
presentation
show.
commentaries next week.
Those are coming up. Those streams are coming up right now. We're showing you all the little things that don't quite fit into all
Here he comes. So Matthew Schaefer is going to talk about this brand new feature that he himself designed. And we're going to slide this
Schaefer.
controller down. Schaefer, we're going to let you drive.
Quite the hype. Thank you.
Matt Schaefer, TBD. So that's your job title now?
That is TBD.
It's TBD.
He does
That's accurate.
everything.
All right.
Utility, man.
Let's take a look at this. This is we're calling this custom practice, guys. So basically, you're gonna be able to load into a game with your teams. Let's see, what do we want to do here?
Let's not do Yankees.
Okay.
And let's definitely not do those.
Yeah. So which team?
Astros and who else is in the playoffs? Don't do Dodgers because I messed up their rosters.
Okay.
So do Astros and the Nationals.
Astros
Fine.
and Nationals?
Yeah. Cool.
Okay. There we go. All right, let's go. So then you pick your stadium. Pretty standard. And enter practice mode.
So tell us about practice mode. Mr.
So basically, practice mode is similar to a couple years ago we had community challenges where you can create the scenarios you want to practice. So for example, you want to work on batting, or you want to work on pitching, or you want to work on fielding and base running, like it says up there on the screen right now. Basically, like let's say for example you have a hard time hitting against Kershaw, you could load in against Kershaw and practice hitting against him. So in this scenario here, we're jumped in, we're batting here. So if you press the pause button here, you can go up here and you can actually change like what exactly you want to practice. So let's say for example, let's practice, we're doing batting. So I want to put like a guy on second base, let's say, so we can do some base running. And let's say I want to change, I don't want Eaton.
How about Trey Turner?
Let's go with Turner. And we'll stay against Verlander. If I want to, you can change the count, and let's just make it, we'll just keep it regular there. And then we'll switch it to repeat, so we can keep doing it with Trey and not actually play with the other guys in the lineup. I'm just going to create the play, and there you go. It's as fast as that. So now you can just practice, whatever you're looking to get better at in your game, basically. So
And you can now practice double plays.
absolutely, yeah. You can switch to the other side of the ball. We can do that real quick too to show you guys. So let's do jump in here. Switch to pitching. Now I'm on the pitching side. So we'll pitch with Scherzer. That's fine. And then we'll go against Altuve because I like him.
Hard to double him up.
So we're just gonna face Altuve here because the repeat's still on. Jump back in there, and now we're pitching right against Altuve.
Cool.
One of the cool things about this that Lance actually brought up to me is that this is going to be a great way for those guys who are looking at those legends. You'll be able to load in with these legends.
Load in with the legend teams.
Test out, do you like his pitches? Do you like, his contact, his power? This is going to be one of those things that I think you guys are going to enjoy because you'll be able to jump in there and check out those guys, and a lot of times people always say, I wish I could play with him before I actually acquire him. Right. In this case, you can. So.
Player ratings on final. Don't pay attention to any player ratings you see.
Right.
We haven't done any work to player ratings. That's something we will talk about maybe 2 streams.
Yeah. Couple streams.
That DD stream is going to be lit.
Yeah.
DD stream will be lit.
March 2nd. So let me ask you, Matt, like with this, can I say I want the ball to go here like we used to with community challenges?
So no, not in this year. Unfortunately, we get a chance to do that. We had the which we were calling auto hits. You could dial it in.
It just came down to the last moment. We couldn't get it at this time. I really want to expand on that, try to get that in for next year. But yeah, that'd be great because a lot of times people use that specifically to dial in a hit, to try to rob home runs or to diving catches and things like that.
Anything else you want to show the people?
Oh no, that's pretty much it right now.
That's really cool.
Let's exit out of here.
So we're gonna show them another new feature.
Yes.
See what we got here.
Okay.
Yes.
All right. So another thing that we did too this year, we redesigned the bolts basically. So if you guys just jump in here, it's all one volt now. So we're jumping in here. We jumped into the logo volt. Here's the logo volt. We're not showing all the logos.
Thank God.
Exactly. So you can see up to 8 at a time. Scroll through them. There's more detailed descriptions about it. But instead of backing out and going back in, now you can just tab over. Now you're in the rosters. Here's the rosters that are updated. Give you a little bit of information. You can grab them, do what you like with them. Same thing with players. Now you can actually see the player before you actually download him. So let's say you're trying to get a player that someone out there has created, like Lick Nivingston over here. And it's you can say, oh, that looks just like the guy that I want, so I might as well get that.
We got Lance Sick Nasty over here.
That is also Lance Sick Nasty. It looks just like him. So basically, yeah. So and of course you can go in there and you can sort by whatever you're looking for, rating or download or whatever. It's just an easier, cleaner way, I think, to show something that was put in, and we update it, just kind of give it a refresh, and make it a lot easier for the users to go through. Here's the last one here, sliders. So you can go in there and see, okay, what is the slider? It's an arcade type, it's a simulation type, the favorite. So it's just a little more upfront, visually appealing, I think, a lot easier.
Thank you so much. So in that logo one, I see there also, you hit triangle and you can search for names now?
Yes, yeah. So you can actually search, and you can say like search by username, or you can search by the name of the logo. Let's say you're trying to find a dog logo, you can type that in. There's also a little secret here too. I don't know if you guys noticed or not. Logos up here. I don't see anything more than that. I think that's pretty much it for bolts. I do. I have one more thing I want to show you guys. This is last year we did the universal profile stuff. And this year I wanted to expand on that and bring that back again. You guys really like the icons and the nameplates. So what we did is we went in there and we made some new ones for you guys. We got 50 new nameplates.
50 new nameplates. We're showing it to?
Yeah, I'm gonna show a lot of them. We're not gonna show the special ones. That's a secret. But we got 50 new nameplates, 50 new icons. We'll start with the icons. Right now we have flags, basically. We're gonna have a flag for each country that an MLB player has come from, territory that an MLB player has come from.
That's got a lot of flags.
It's a lot of flags.
You can represent your country or your favorite players or
yeah, so basically, yeah, if you're from this country or you have a favorite player or whatever, yeah, take a look.
I mean, it's the Olympics.
There's
USA time.
I did that one for my buddy Bill. Yeah, he's a huge fan. And then, of course, you can just equip the ones. These are all going to be unlocked by default for these ones here. You probably don't want to try to find an American flag. And have it unlocked.
So everyone gets one, you're saying?
Everyone's going to get at least a flag in the space one up here. They're going to start out.
Okay.
All right, just going through this quick so I don't spend too much time. We got some more updated ones for the teams, and then some of these ones here we brought back from last year because a lot of people like this. Switching over to the nameplate side, we have just the default one there, and all these other ones are going to be unlocked as well. We got teams, of course. We got the teams from last year too, the ones with the stadium shots. And then going down some more here, we have some like abstract, miscellaneous ones that just kind of relate to baseball. Real quick.
Those look like ranked season.
Yep, those are during season ones.
Got peanuts.
Updated some of those.
Hot dogs.
We got hot dogs, peanuts, my favorite.
Camo.
Camo.
Look at that.
Yeah, grass. He doesn't like grass.
And a baseball. We just got a baseball.
So, yeah.
And we got creative player we got creeper creative player. He's got the
That's right.
highlight. Creeper creative player with the highlight.
And there's the VR 12 now. That's making a return. And Conquest and another camo. I don't want to go any further because I don't want to reveal anything. We've got a couple special ones down there for you that you guys are going to be able to unlock.
These look awesome. Those look awesome, man.
Thanks.
These are all in the universal profile. You earn them throughout the game.
Yes. So there's a secret there too. At the top, you see that says there's a universal profile pack for you one of those this year. So you're going to be able to rip a pack and get one of these icons and nameplates out of it. That's pretty much it. But audio. This is actually just some stuff that people didn't get a chance to come on and talk about. So this one specifically relates to the music video. I have a message here from Marcus Efting, who's the producer on our game. I'm just going to read it for you guys because it's easier. Dear Twitch, this is Marcus Efting. I'm a producer on the video game. Sorry I couldn't make it on the stream today, but I had to take my hamster to the vet. Good news though, we now have 18 tracks. There was 12 last year. That's a 33% increase. He wanted to make sure you guys know that. Also, you may be thinking, did the price of the game go up? No, it didn't.
Oh my God.
So that's included for you guys.
What the hell?
Thank you, Marcus.
Hope your hamster's okay, Marcus.
He said I had a cold.
Oh my God.
I didn't know
Oh my
hamsters
God.
could get colds.
Oh man.
All right, so the next thing we're going to talk about, I can't actually show you this stuff, but we have, so last year we had those themes. We had 3 different types of themes. And with Sounds of the Show, we had the ability to go in there and create custom things like pre-game sounds, wins, loss, home runs, etc., those sounds that happen. Last year we had it only default for, so you would do it once and it would apply across all three themes. And this year, you can do it separately for each one. So you could go in there and have theme 1 sound different than theme 2.
Okay.
And you can recreate anything you want, basically. You put those clips in, you can make it sound however you want. That's a cool addition that we got this year for the audio side of things. And then lastly, I have here for music mode, basically, when you turn on music mode now, you can play uninterrupted music throughout the whole game. So you can load into a game, your music will still play. And actually, on the loading screen now, if your song starts and you don't like it, you can press R3 and you can skip it. So that does, you load in, you load out, your music will keep playing and it won't stop. And I think that's pretty cool too, because that's one thing that a lot of people requested whenever you're listening to their music, the music stops, and they have to wait, it goes back in. It's not ideal. So we took care of that and fixed it up. Did a good job with that. Shout out to Conrad for that one. I think that's pretty much it for what I have. So I'm gonna get off the couch. Thanks, guys.
Peace out, Schaefer.
You know, one of the things I'm noticing about this stream in particular, right? We got custom batting stances.
Custom batting stances.
Got custom practice.
Custom practice.
We got universal profile, the customization of those icons, the nameplates. You're gonna be rewarded around Diamond Dynasty, other parts of the game. I think customization is going on the level
Customization is
here.
huge, and we still got all those new batting stances,
Yep.
all the new pitching motions,
The
all the
hairstyles,
new home
the
run
looks.
swings, the new home plate
Yeah.
celebrations, which some of those are absolutely.
Yeah.
Wait till y'all see the craziness that we'd allow some of the guys to put it up. While we're waiting, make sure not to show anything we're not supposed to. Oh man! All right, yeah, just
It's not that cold.
real high.
Oh my God. Nick Livingston joins us here on the couch again.
Remember, player ratings are not final.
I think I did, man.
Any attention to any of that. What up, Nick?
What's up,
Nice of you
Ramon?
to join us in
Good to
that.
see you on the couch again.
It's good to be
Feels
back.
good.
Even though I'll only be here for like a day. Yeah, either one of y'all can play.
You want to play?
Yeah, sure.
Fine.
So, gameplay. When we did last week's stream, a lot of people wanted to just see gameplay. So y'all are just going to play the game. All right. I'm going to read the last bit of stuff we got here.
Cool.
Answer some questions, and then
I've got an announcement to make.
Nick has an announcement to make.
Yeah, a little bit.
A little bit. So, a few things we didn't get to talk about. A few things we didn't get to talk about last week. Animation list. So we've added over. Shout out to the animation